Yokoso, Japanese Questへ. Can you hear me now? いいですか? みんな、こんにちは. So welcome everyone. I see you in the chat. I saw your you can't hear me post. Yeah, I'm kind of just taking a few minutes to start, let people come in, and to write. Yokoso, Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today, the journey continues. I'm a Japanese teacher. My name is Akira Sensei, and what we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. We learn words in context, we power up. You can see, we also draw on the screen. Specifically, we're going to keep trying the new thing we tried last time. 10 months ago, we took a 10-month break for various reasons, some of them tied to coronavirus and other inconvenient things, but we are back. The quest goes on. And new words you can write up here. Right now our power level is 2050, but that power level is going up. As we find new words in context, that power level will go up. So everyone I see in the chat, Akuso, Games Fan, Gamer Buddy, Hard Selection, Mama Luigi, Hisashiburi desu ne. Long time no see, it's good to see you again. And yeah, new words here. You can see in the word list, the top one should say something like community powering up. So today, community powers up community. So you find new words in game, words from the game, not just any random words, then we can get to 9,000 pretty quick. Our goal is to get to power level 9,000, which is pretty much fluency in a language. About 9,000 words is what you need. Data draft. Konnichiwa. Good to see you, Data Draft. So good to see everyone. Let's do our first battle in this new era of Japanese Quest. Let's see if we can find any words. So any word on the screen is fair game for us to level up. Let's just review. Music says, don't worry about taking a break. Took a while to catch my first stream from you. The Discord's been useful. Nice. Yeah, check out the Discord if you want. Let me see if I have the power of writing in chat. Wait a second here. So in the chat, Discord, exclamation point Discord, I'm gonna write. And it should show you the Japanese Quest Discord. If you want to join the Discord, even though we haven't streamed for a while, people meet there, they ask Japanese questions, they help each other. I don't always answer the questions there, so other people can help too. They're very knowledgeable as well. A lot of Japanese teachers and learners there. And, ooh, Mumu. How do I pronounce your name, Musical Memoirs? But yeah, I've seen you on the Discord, so good to see you in person now. So join the Discord, people can talk, people can share the games they're playing, share the things they're reading in Japanese. By the way, what is everyone doing in Japanese recently? I'm curious. I've been reading a lot. So tell me if anything's too loud or too quiet. I feel like their voices in my headphones are a little loud, because I did turn up the voices because they were too quiet before. Yatsuketa. So that's the last word we learned. You can see it right on our power level list. This word right here. But we see it here, the past tense. Doroido tachi. So they're droids, we can see in katakana. Doroido. Doroido tachi o yatsuketa. So we defeated the droids. Tachi means it's like multiple of them. And so if we have new words that you see in the game, you can add new words here. I realize if I add all the words myself, we'll never get to 9,000. It's just a reality. But if we use the power of the community to level up the community, then maybe someday we can get to 9,000, and all these words are free out there for everyone to access. So people in the chat are saying, I can't play this in Japanese. Steam is an option for it. Really? I would think Steam normally is pretty good having different Japanese options. Because, like, I got Ni no Kuni, they have Japanese. This game really doesn't have Japanese. It's too bad. It's true, I know, for the Switch one, too. If you get the North American copy, they don't have Japanese text. So maybe it's the same. Hard selection, been studying kanji. Nice. What's your kanji study method? We always like to ask that around here. So mu for musical, me for memoirs. So mume. Mume. That sounds kind of like yume, doesn't it? It sounds kind of like a dream, because yume is dream. Like a dream for a cow. Hopefully you won't take that the wrong way. It's a good thing. Cows are awesome. Mume. Okay. Bought the Bioshock collection. Can't wait to play in Japanese. いいですね. Okay, let's get a review of what we're doing in this game, because it's been a while. The good thing about newer games like this, you can talk to your party members, and they give you some clues. Beiranaka no yatsu. Okina kuchi o tataite ita ga. So we have a ga. We always like ga on Japanese Quest, because ga shows a kind of change in the course of the conversation. So he's saying... So this girl with us, Veronica, I think you can see her here. You can't because she's so short. There she is. So she talks a lot. Okina kuchi. So kuchi is mouth. Okina is big. And so she talks a lot, but can she really fight? Honto ni tatakaeru no ka? And the verb there is tatakaeru. Is she able to fight? Mataku, saki ga omoyareru ze. So yeah, he's kind of nervous about what's going to happen. So I see Word's username. I really enjoyed watching your old streams on the last few months. Good to hear Words. Yep, they're all on YouTube. That's where I think people mostly are watching them. Remembering the kanji? Nice. I went through Remembering the Kanji too. I kind of speed ran it in the summer. In about a month, but I already knew about 1,000 kanji, so it was kind of easy, much easier to speedrun at that point. But I really enjoyed it. It was maybe my favorite month of studying Japanese ever, because it kind of created like these memory palaces in my mind. It created these landscapes of language and kanji in my mind. I felt like I was accessing ancient China sometimes. It was very interesting. But that was just me. Some people hate the book. Don't blame them either. Mostly learn kanji by grade. That's another good way. By the way, the kanji study app is really good for learning them by grade. The first one, the first grade, it's free. The first 80 kanji. Tango 4 or 5 decks. Yeah, I've heard those are really good, too, for kind of base N5, N4 vocabulary on Anki. That seems like a very solid piece of advice for anyone seeing this, whether it's right now or like 5 years from now. That's still going to be a good deck. So find it. You can learn the kind of foundational words you need, which is that N5 tango. Tango means words. Shikashi, Seichi Ramuda toyu namae. So we're talking about some holy place we're trying to get to. Doko ka de kita koto ga aru yo na kiga suru kedo. So I feel like I've heard it somewhere. Ittai doko no machi datta kana? But where is it? So often the key information might be at the end. So doko, where? So we're looking for some place. Doko no machi. So some town we're looking for. Don't know where it is. It's a holy town. Seichi. We have a new party member today. Yokoso, Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. So when there's a new party member, you can imagine we have a new party member here, and we're kind of all in the game on this journey. We level up in the game, and because we're doing it in Japanese, we level up in real life in Japanese as well. So here we can see our new party member. We can see them down there too. So if anyone wants to join, follow, subscribe. If you subscribe, you summon a dragon. And I understand that if you have an Amazon account, you can summon dragons for free, which is especially good for Dragon Quest. So, another possibility. Even though we haven't streamed for 10 months, I was very impressed. We still had 2 subscribers after that long not streaming. So those 2 subscribers, 本当にありがとうございます. Those are very impressive to subscribe for that whole time, or at least after 10 months. The highest ever we reached subscriber-wise was, I believe, 83 when we started this game, Dragon Quest. We got up to 83 dragons flying around, helping us on this journey. And we got another party member as well, Word's username, Yokozo, Japanese Quest to it. Welcome. Let's continue to level up on this journey. Still don't see any new words yet, but if you see a word that we're reading, see a word in the game, you can add the word there. And the way you do that, if you find the word list, the top word list, community powering up, then you can add words there. Yeah, we haven't streamed for a while, but we're streaming now. It has been 10 months. Last May, we were 2 months into quarantine. I streamed, but not since then. However, we have been doing the Twitter, we have been doing Discord, so we've been around. Blessed Wolf, konnichiwa. So let's review again what we're doing here. Let's see. So very useful thing. We have a Boken Gaido. So Boken is your adventure. Boken, adventure, good word. We've of course already added that to our power level. So if you put in a word like Boken here, it will show up green, which will mean you know it's a duplicate, so we can do a different word. We want different words. But if it doesn't show up green, that's probably a new word we can learn. Okay, so we're going where? Let's kind of look. I think I see it on the map. Koya no Chikamekyu. So here we have Koya. Koya is like a wasteland or field, and then Chika means underground, like Chikatetsu is subway, but this is not a Chikatetsu, it's something very different. It is a Chikamekyu, underground maze. Meikyu is a maze or a labyrinth. So that's where we're going. And the cool thing about this game, even when you're in the map, you can turn around and see if you're facing the right direction. It seems like we are. And what are we trying to do? We are Imoto. Veronica no Imoto o Sagasou. So let's look for her Imoto, her younger sister. Sa. Ikimashou. It hurts. Toodles. Gus your cat. Blessed Wolf. Mina. Konnichiwa. Let's go. Sa. Ikuzo. Let's see. Are we going the right way though? Yes. Madarusel. Hosto. Arigato. Thank you very much for the host. It is time to level up in Japanese. So in the chat, we have a lot of Japanese learners and Japanese teachers here. And wow, we even have a dragon now too. A dragon has been summoned. Which is what you need in Dragon Quest, the power of the dragon. So, welcome everyone. I'm still having motivation issues in learning Japanese, Commodore says. Yeah, that can be a constant thing. I feel like what I loved about Japan isn't there anymore. And even if it was there, I don't think I could afford the education to get a white-collar job in Japan. Yeah, very common. And I've been there too. I didn't study Japanese. I lived in Japan for 2 years. And really my top advice, if you can ever do it, is live in Japan. Live in Japan. If you ever have a chance to study there, to live there. I never studied there, unfortunately. I did do a 1-month intensive study in Kyoto, but I mostly worked in Japan 2 years on the JET program. I did not try to talk to you, Veronica. So I really recommend, number one, if you can, live in Japan. That's where I got a lot of my motivation the first time. But even after I came back, I didn't study Japanese for 7 years. And it was fine. I still kept my Japanese just by watching some anime sometimes, watching some drama sometimes. When I came back, I was already, even though I had passed And 2, I was already almost N1 level just from kind of studying a little bit here and there, but just exposing myself to Japanese a decent amount. So I'd say if you're not motivated sometimes, it's okay to take a break. I wouldn't suggest a 7-year break. Normally my advice is use it every day. That is kind of the key. Expose yourself to Japanese. It's really about input, getting that comprehensible input. Can be games, can be reading, can be anime with Japanese subtitles maybe. It's up to you. But I recommend finding a way to study or a way to expose yourself to Japanese that you enjoy. Doing it every day. But if you're not feeling it, it's okay to take a break. And if you're really not feeling it, it's okay to not do Japanese too. You can always come back. Commodore says, I took a 10-year break from anime, but it just became more of what I didn't like. Yeah, that'll happen. I want to see some of the chat here, because I'm talking but not seeing all of it. I want to learn Japanese for my job. Nice. Yeah, I translated for a while in Japanese. I've taught Japanese. So I think doing it for a job definitely can be an option as well. But part of why I like teaching it this way, I feel like teaching in the classroom sometimes I can get a little bit burned out and a little bit bored, to be honest, because there's not that much challenge language-wise, not that feeling of a journey. But playing games, if you play the right games, you can have that feeling of getting more challenge, more of a feeling of a journey. And why are we back here again? My first time back in a while. It might take a little while to get our bearings. Cami, konnichiwa. Good to see you. And I think we're going this way. Let's double check. Yeah, we're going to the maze. Ooh, and I see Haru Kitty jumping around here, but I'm not sure if my camera is totally set up right. You can see Griffin Kitty on the camera down there. How did you get into translating? Well, after I passed N1 of the JLPT test, the highest level of the Japanese language proficiency test, I decided, oh, I should do some translating. So I contacted some agencies, did some translating tests, and then did some translating that way. But to be honest, after a while, I kind of decided I would rather make my own content than translating other people's content. But I think translating is a really cool thing, so I did it for a couple of years, few years. Yeah, see, I'm not even knowing the buttons to press properly right now. A little bit rusty here. Tobida ni wa kagi ga kakatteru. So let's learn some words here if we haven't yet. So kagi is key. It can mean lock to, and then ga, marking it as the subject. So this lock, kagi ga kakatteru. So it is locked. So we have this te iru form. So it's currently locked. You can see the lock there. And then what are we talking about? We're talking about a door. So tobida, door. Tobida ni wa kagi ga kakatteru. So some way we have to open that someday. We'll see. Mama says, it's hard to explain why I love learning Japanese, but I never gotten burned out or bored. Yeah, I don't know if I felt those things, but I kind of felt when I passed N2 the first time living in Japan, I kind of felt like that's good enough. Like, I felt like at the time, alright, I'm good on Japanese, I'm good enough. N1, I don't need, that's too much, I'm good. But after a while I decided I want to be able to read books in Japanese, because that's really living in the US. I live in the US now, not Japan. That's the only way I can keep my Japanese. That's the only way I can be truly bilingual, is if I read every day in Japanese. Playing games, reading books, engaging with Japanese media, television. I watch Japanese TV on this thing called 4Joy TV now. You can watch all the channels on Japanese TV. Recommend it if you want to pay for it, because it's a couple $100 a year. But if you like Japanese TV, it's awesome. Noob, ohayou gozaimasu, good morning. So we're getting closer. Here's the maze. Let's keep our eye on the prize here. But let's fight this giant drum guy too. So let's see our different techniques we have here. Can you get a job as a doctor in N1? Mama Luigi. I don't know what that question means. N1 just means you're Japanese. It doesn't have much to do with being a doctor. And I wouldn't say your Japanese is good enough to be a doctor, if that's what you mean. Unboxes. Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. Music memoirs. Hosto. Arigatou gozaimasu. A link for Japanese TV service. Yeah, I don't know the link. If someone wants to link it, if you can find it. It's called 4Joy TV. If you Google 4Joy TV, you will find it. But again, it's kind of expensive. It's definitely not for everyone. But if someone likes Japanese TV, it's cool because you have the whole past 2 weeks of TV that you can watch. And you can watch stuff live, which I like to do normally. I just like that randomly finding shows and commercials and things. Yeah, thank you, Unboxed, for the link. So let's review our techniques we can do. So tatakao, to fight, we can do that. We can do also techniques. Sakusen is technique, and then gai comes from kaeru, to change. So you can change your techniques there. We can also change our lineup. Irekai. We can do settings, which is sette, and we can do nigeru, which is to run away. Ooh, he's now in the zone. And 2 people are, so we can do Renke, which is kind of like combining their powers. Let's try this one. Like the Flame Seal, Kainjin. Yeah, N1 is... Yeah, honestly, like, junior high students in Japan could probably pass it. So it's basically, like, if you can read Japanese at a decent level, you can pass N1. But having said that, I have friends who have translated Japanese for years and failed it, so it's no joke. But it's kind of a joke for Japanese people. But I failed it the first time. And I, at that time, knew over 10,000 words and could read pretty well. The problem was I couldn't read that, like, fast enough. You have to read kind of fast, too. That's the challenge. For me, anyway. And yeah, it's a big part of the test is your ability to take a test. Because it's all multiple choice. So people good at guessing, you can pass N1 right now. It's all A, B, C, D. Guessing. You can guess your way. You can pass N1 right now. It might not help your actual reading and speaking so much, but in theory, it's doable. And yeah, Commodore, that's probably true. So we are where we need to be finally. This underground maze, Koya no Chika Meikyu. Chika means underground, Meikyu means maze, or labyrinth here. Exactly, art selection. You can guess your way through N1. Yeah, if you feel like you have a shot at it, I recommend taking one of those. But again, they're not free. They're like $40 or something, depending on your country, probably. But to me, they were just kind of motivating. And actually failing N1 was one of the most motivating things I ever did. If you fail, you realize, okay, I need to study more. Let's focus, let's do it. Because when I passed N2, I was like, oh, I'm awesome. I'm good enough. I didn't study for 7 years, so I recommend failing. That's really the way. Keep failing upwards. That is the key. Keep failing and leveling up. It keeps you honest. So how is the sound? I feel like their voices to me still are a little bit loud. How do you think their voices are sounding? Because I remember Unboxed last time you told me their voices were too low. Is it good for you? Okay. I might just turn down my headphones a bit then. And let's make sure we heal. So we have also spells. So Jumon is spell. Let's try one. If they're green, that means they're going to heal you. And we can see what it's doing. So, nakama hitori. So, one nakama no HP o 25 kaifuku suru. So, kaifuku is to heal. So, we'll heal for 25. And again, we can level up today too. We can kind of power ourselves up if we add any words here. The list is linked at the top of our word list. I believe anyone can edit that. And so words like, well, to be honest, these words we probably have already. Like kaifuku, to heal, are in a lot of games. And even words like jumon, spell, we've probably learned. But coming up, I'm sure we'll see some. Yosh. Kajimashita. So we see a word here. This word we may not have. Mamono means like a monster. That we probably have. But this word, maybe not. Mamono no mure. Mure is like a herd. It's like a herd of animals. So we have this herd of monsters we have defeated. Mure o yatsuketa. So if someone wants to, you could try adding that word here, and we might be able to add a new word. That's an option of something to try. Let me show you a bit how that can work if we want to add new words to our power level. Let's go to the power level up screen, see if it still works. So here we go. We can see Goku is still powering up. This is our power up screen. And let's see. Let's put in that word to Jisho. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. So we have a herd, a group, a flock, a herd. A lot of options here. N2 word, let's see if we learned it already. So, Bloodberry, yokoso. Welcome to Japanese Quest. And I'll turn on Rikai-kun. If you have Rikai-kun, all you have to do to add a new word is press C, copies it to clipboard, then go to the power level list, community power leveling, go down there and paste it. Control V. And, hora! It is a new word. The way we know that, it didn't turn green. If it turned green, we know it's a duplicate. For example, check this out. So same word, now it's green. That means it's not a new word. So our power level will not go up. But we can delete that. So we have leveled up with the power of this new word. Power level has gone up. And you can add new words too. At the top, you can see the title. It's kind of cut off here, but it says Community Power Leveling. Add new words from the game. Japanese Quest powers up. Our power level goes up. And yeah, Japanese medical school, that would be challenging. So you're saying people were talking about that on Reddit? I kind of missed that. And yeah, Facebook kid, conditional formatting for the win. Yeah, I don't remember how to do it at all, but I Googled it one time. And so there are a few words that are a duplicate, but have a different reading. Like this one. Kome can also mean like the counter for like meters. Meitoru. But in general, we don't want them to be green. We want new words. And yeah, we can add words ourselves, but only if we see that word in game, or if I say we can add the word. And I will veto some words if it seems like it's a really random word that we don't need, or if it's like a mistake or something. Obviously, we don't need it. But in general, any word that we talk about, any word that we see in game, we can add. We can power us up, and that's how we will get our power level going up. And by the way, look in the bottom right. Power level right now will go up to 2051. Nisen Gojuichi. So finally, after 10 months, our power level has gone up. If someone could link this list in chat, that'd be cool. Our community powering up tab here. Last time I called it community power leveling, but I kind of didn't like that power leveling sound. So really it's just the community powering up the community. So I changed it to community powering up. And then, yeah, Garcia Cat, thank you for that link. You can find this spreadsheet. Let's see if someone's here just to test it. If we see a box here, I'll know you're here. And just to test, let's try powering up with some random word. Someone write a random word in 2052. Write a random word that you think we don't have. Someone just write one there. Let's just see if it works. And write it in kanji if you know the kanji. But make it be something that is somewhat useful, not something super random. So gusuri. Hey, good word. So I see. So hanasu we have. So you can do the next line too. But gusuri, we maybe don't have that. Let's go to the. Let's go here. Gusuri, which means to sleep soundly. That's an N3 word, so very much fair game. Usually we want words that are some N level. This is N3, the middle level. And that's your name too. So yeah, let's maybe learn that right now. Sometimes we learn words not from the game. So yeah, let's learn that word. So gusuri, we've powered up with power of sleeping soundly because we have in the chat gusuri cat. You can imagine a cat sleeping soundly. We've leveled up again with the power of sleeping soundly. Good one. And so yeah, we have a word here, kubetsu, which is to differentiate. But you can see that one came up green. So that's a word we already know, so that one we can delete. If it's green, we can delete it because we've learned that already. And here we see gokigen. Let's copy it. Let's put that in Jisho just so we can see it. So this one is not marked with N1, N2, N3, any of those. So it's a bit more rare, probably largely because there's the go in front of it, making it more polite. If you have kigen by itself, let's try that. Yep, so that's N3. It means kind of your mood or your spirits. And let's see if we've learned that. I bet we have, but I'm not sure because we've had a long journey already. Let's try it. Wow, we have not learned that. We have not learned kigen, humor, mood. And if you want to see examples, I recommend on Jisho you can see sentences too. So let's click that. So watashi wa jou kigen datta. I was in good spirits. You can look at a lot of different ones to see roughly how the... Well, you can see a negative version. So kanojo wa fu kigen datta. She was in a bad temper. So why don't we add both of these just to show how this concept works. And sometimes learning in sets can be a great way. So we can add kigen, mood, fukigen, bad mood. And this one, go kigen, let's take that one away. We don't need maybe that one. With just the go, it makes it more polite. So for now, let's add these three, or these four actually. So mure, group, gusuri, sets to sleep soundly, kigen, mood, and fukigen, bad mood. So we can keep adding our power level here. If you're in this and you see words in the game, you can add those. So generally, like I'm doing now, randomly adding words that we just add there, we don't do. We add words from the game. But once in a while, it's fun to kind of add words when we're talking about it. So for right now, it's okay. Let's power up now to 2054. Let's make our power level go up. Power level is now 2054. The goal is 9,000, over 9,000. And manga tanga yokoso, Japanese quest away. So let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says our power level is rising. Thank you, Nappa. Power level is rising. Cool. So let's see if we see more words in game. If you see words in game, our power level can go up. You can power up the community where you see up there new words here. This is how we'll do it. If we see new words in game, we can power up here. If I do it all the time, it kind of slows us down too much. I don't see all the words always. But if we talk about the words, if we combine all of our powers, nakama to issho ni power up shio, we can power up together. Okay, so sorezore, that could be a good word actually, because it means like each of us. So if someone wants to try that, that could be a good word. Just the kana, probably it is now, could be the way we do it. So it means each of us got, so we got the experience points and gold. Sorezore 73 point no keikenshi o kakutoku. Another good word. Kakutoku, to acquire. 44 gold o te ni ireta. So we also gained 44 gold. Yeah, learning words in sets is a really great way because then they're kind of logically tied together. They all reinforce each other in your mind. So we often do that on Japanese Quest. What we try to do here is make learning based on context, based on something real, at least real in the game. Something relevant, and then kind of that related words can help give you that context. Fudo Force has summoned a dragon. Yokozo, Japanese Questへ. Welcome. We got a new dragon. Let's use it to take down these monsters. These guys look kind of tough. Let's use a spell. Ooh, we got another dragon too. We are streaming again. Natalie Pandora. Subscribe. Arigato. I don't know why I'm... The strat of this game, you want to attack the same thing each time. I don't know why I'm spreading it around. My tactics right now are not all they could be. Yosh. Taoshita. So this first thing here I'm choosing is Kogeki, attack. Yosha. Yeah, for the question about translating, yeah, if you pass these translating tests that you can find, then you get the job. And that's a good way to kind of start with translating. And to find those translation tests, you do have to dig around a little bit, but if you go on some of these translator websites like ProZ, etc., you can find them here and there, but it takes a bit of Googling and things. Yatta! Level up, check it out. So we're leveling up in the game, leveling up in the language, that's the goal on Japanese Quest. So we see level here, marked in katakana. Level ga 10 kara. So from 10, 11 ni agatta. So agaru to rise. So our level went up from 10 to 11. And all these stats went up. We have a video going over these stats if you want to see it anywhere. It's on YouTube. We had like kind of a stat menu series you can find. Kagebushi. Hajimemashite. Konnichiwa. そしてようこそ Japanese Questへ. Welcome to Japanese Quest. So yeah, there's a lot of translators on Twitter as well, I've noticed. If you join some of those communities, they do share a lot of jobs, and yeah, just start talking, start Googling, and find some of those communities. They can be very helpful. Alright, let's see where we are. So we kind of see a map, and it looks like we have to go deeper into this Meikyu. So this is where we learned, I think, playing a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild before, because there's a lot of mazes in that game too. Meikyu, labyrinth. Another word for maze is that we've learned is Meido, maze. Do we need to heal? What's the situation here? Daijoubu. Yeah, Mama, thanks for writing the word there. Yatta. Kajimashita ne. And just quick, I want to look at my Twitch dashboard because some people subscribed, which is pretty awesome. Arigato, subscribe. We are now up to 8 subscribers. Sugoi. We had two dragons summoned after our long journey, and now we're up to 8 dragons. Arigatou. And it looks like it's not the first subscription for Fudo Force and Natalie. Arigato. And is N3 seriously enough to get a job in translation? It will depend. I felt like I wasn't confident enough until I'd passed N1, but I know a lot of people who have translated either with no N level or passing in N2 or something. So it's really depends. It depends on the kind of job. It depends on what you're doing, but it's definitely possible. Yeah, exactly. I'll point down here because this is the truth. What counts is passing the test. If you can translate well enough, N level's kind of irrelevant. And also these N levels it's kind of just a ballpark anyway. It doesn't necessarily mean that much. Like a lot of places that will be hiring you, they don't really care your N level. They just care if you can translate. Wasef-san, konnichiwa. Okay, so where are we now? Rockstar! Ohayou gozaimasu, good morning. Nope, that is the wrong way. Still getting our bearings in this game after coming back to Dragon Quest. But this is a great game, so it's fun to play a bit more of it. We are playing the demo of it. Not totally sure if we'll play the full game yet, but the demo is very long. So it could be a good way to try it out for free. Ooh! Takaramono, getto. Eh? Nande? Ochimashita. Nanto, Akira wa sekai juu no ha o mitsuketa. Ah, so my name again is Akira Sensei, Japanese teacher, and we just found a ha. What is a ha? It is a leaf. Not just any leaf though. The world tree leaf, which is sekai juu mitsuketa. Okay, so where are we now? We fell. Daijoubu kana? Yeah, Mama, that looks right. To tell a lie is uso tsukimasu. Uso is lie. Yeah, thanks for writing in kanji. Gusuri cat. And again, if you see any new words, we can add them to our power level 2 at the top. Power level is almost up to 2055. So again, we see Tobura ni wa kagi ga kakatteru. So kagi is lock. So it is locked. Yeah, World Tree is very common in JRPGs. It seems like almost every JRPG has some kind of World Tree. Or Wise Tree. How many World Trees can you think of, or games that have World Trees can you think of in chat? I can think of... We had a World Tree in our first game we played, Xenoblade 2. We had kind of a World Tree in Zelda, or at least a wise tree that gives you the Master Sword in Zelda Breath of the Wild. We played that too. You had a world tree that was basically like the whole start of the game, or goal of the game in Seiken Densetsu that we played. Got a world tree here. It's almost hard to find games that don't have a world tree. So SAO has a world tree. Baton Kratos has a world tree. All Legend of Manos is all about world trees. Yeah, I feel like one thing we want to do in Japanese Quest is kind of unite all of the world trees in one forest of world trees. And then one day, maybe like the Ents uprising in Lord of the Rings, the world trees can come alive and come together. And then I feel like that would help us in our Japanese Quest. I don't know why exactly, but we may need them at some point. All these world trees to come together. Okay, so where are we now? We're back here. Okay, will we fall again? No, we fell there. Build a house of wood out of all the world trees? Yeah, that sounds good too. I feel like also, like, these world trees, like in this game, you touch a leaf from the world tree, I think you can like see like the future or the past or something. Yeah, like check it out. This is a world tree branch right here. So here we say Taiju no ne, a root of the great tree. Teo kazashimasu ka? Would you like to put out your hand? I think that word kazasu, to put out your hand, could probably be a word we add to our power level. Someone wants to add it there. I think that may be new for us. And so we can say hai or ie. Let's vote in chat. Hai or ie. You can just write in chat. Hai or ie. Shall we touch? So we reach out our hand and touch it, because sometimes we make decisions together. We are in this journey together on Japanese Quest. So, height. Let's touch the world tree branch. Let's do it. We see a lot of people saying height. Yeah, who's not going to touch a world tree branch when you have a chance? But yeah, the thing I was going to mention, it's kind of strange, but like if you touch it and you see these memories, like what would happen if you you ate it, or you like smoked a world tree leaf or root? You could probably have some interesting experiences. So let's say height. Let's just touch it. Let's not smoke it. Let's touch it. Let's not eat a chunk of a world tree root either. Let's just touch it. Let's start easy. Hey, I'm looking at all the possibilities to level up in this journey. We cannot discount smoking world tree leaves. We cannot discount that. Because we don't know. That could be the path to the next level.
危ねえ危ねえこの先には確か落とし穴があったな
And don't get me wrong, I do not smoke, but if it's the world tree leaf, I might consider it. I might consider it. Okay, here we go. Abune. So this guy's saying, oh, dangerous. Konosaki ni wa, so up ahead, tashika. So tashika, certainly. Otoshiana ga atta. So there is some hole up ahead. So ana is hole. Otoshiana is like a hole to fall in. Like a pit.
仕掛けを作った張本人が下手打って穴を開けるわけにはいかねえ。ここは回り道していくとしよう。
So we've got to go around basically. So Kokowa, so as for right here, Mawarimichi shite iku to shio. So let's go around. Yeah, and it seems like someone kind of opened up this hole to stop us. So who's this guy? I wonder if we'll have to like fight this guy. Yeah, and I'm not even saying I would smoke a world tree leaf, but I had a story that involved not even a world tree, but like a universe tree, and I imagined one character that may have been one of their goals. I could imagine some kind of character being like, what would happen? Like you touch the world tree, you can like see the future or the past. What would happen if you like ate a world tree leaf or root? Or smoked a world tree leaf. Something to think about. Anyway, so where are we now? think we're going the right way. Yeah, very specific, very random memory to get. He's tight. Let's take down the snail guy first. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, if you think about it, like Lord of the Rings. Like, what happened? Like, Merry and Pippin, they were, like, smoking that tobacco. I don't think that was, like Ent tobacco or anything. But they, like, drank the water of Fangorn Forest, didn't they? Or whatever that forest was. Yatta! Leveled up shimashita. And didn't they, like, grew. And that wasn't even, like, World Tree water. They just, like, drank the water. Imagine if they drank the roots. Like, what would happen then? We must think about these questions. So, quick question from Goosity Cat. What's the difference between using O and using just Suru? There's really not a big question. There's not a big difference. For that kind of question, you can Google each of them in quotes, see which is more common. But you'll find they're often both used in the same way. So I really wouldn't worry about it too much with that kind of distinction. Both are correct. Both are common. And people in chat can give more perspectives if you like. But I've had that same question from students before. And generally, just both are okay. There's not a huge difference in my experience. Let's see. Haneboshi o sobibukuro ni ireta. Ah, so we got some kind of a hat here. Haneboshi, so like I think a feather hat. Hane is feather. Yeah, I'm sure there is a nuance. Goosity, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying the nuance might not be enough to really worry about too much. Because, well, I don't worry about it for one. But as someone else, if you want to talk about the difference, by all means. Alright, let's see what we got here. I think we can go to Sobi. And we got a new hat. Let's look at Akira. So we have Atama, our head. And let's look at our new feather we got. So that is better. Haneboshi. You can see all that stuff's going up. So we have a few stats. Let's look at them. Shubi ryoku. Evasion goes up. Kogeki maryoku. Attack magic goes up. Kaifuku maryoku. So magic evasion goes up. And even charm goes up a lot. Midyoku, charm. So let's equip that and let's see if it changes our look. It does not, sadly. Let's see if we can do better than his bandana. Tongari Boshi, let's go with what we had in our other character. Are we good on body? Daijoubu kana? Winter Soul! Yokozo! Japanese Quest Away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. I'm also a Winter Soul. I live in Minnesota after all. If you're not a Winter Soul here, you might have a bad time. Yeah, it adds a lot of charm on Bakshis, and yeah, I'm not sure about the best stat, but yeah, you might be right that it maybe be better for our thief. That's something to consider. Did I just attack the wrong one? Oh no. No! Abunai. I must not let him die. We must cure. I think we have... Let's maybe use an item too. Sobi. But he has no item. Eh? Oh no, here's the items. Dogus, tools, okay. And I think this is only... Oh no, we have no healing items on him. This game is so random with the items, you need to have it in your bag. That's one thing I don't like about this game. Yeah, the hero can heal, but unfortunately this is not the heal right now. So... Or this is not the hero. Let's maybe just defend, because I really don't want to die. Meme! Or Mume! Ja, matane! See you on Discord. Someone can link the Discord again if you want to see the Discord. Just exclamation point Discord and you can find it. Arigato. Thank you for linking the Discord there. And I think we need to heal this guy more. But these guys are no joke. Wow, they're still not even hurt? Oh, we got slowed by his ability, it seems like. I think we may die, potentially. Abunai. Let's at least try to kill one of these things. Ganbarimasu. We will fight to the end. Yosh. Yosha. I think we have a chance. Yatta ne! Kagebushi, ja! Mata ne! See you later, Kage. Good to see you. I think we may win. Anyone wondering who's just joining, all the words at the bottom are the words we've learned so far in Japanese Quest. What we do here is we learn Japanese words from the game. And one thing I've learned after doing this for a few years, it's important to take breaks sometimes. So let's take a break. I think if we have this screen up, maybe we won't get attacked. And I might experiment with the ad function. I've never done it on what's it called, on Twitch, but they have a way to show ads, and that might make sense during the break, because then I'll take a long enough break. So it's a 3-minute ad, and let's just try it as an experiment. If when I come back it's a terrible idea, tell me. Don't have to do it again. But if I'm gone anyway, might as well do it. You can see some things there. So let's run a 3-minute ad break. Let's take a break, and I will be back after that. But let's put on the board, let's put a BRB, because I will be back. BRB. We've been going about an hour, and taking a break every hour is important. So let's go back, let's learn some more Japanese, and let's go deeper into this maze. And let's try doing this ad break, which I've never done, but it's an experiment for Japanese Quest. So I'll see you when I come back. Ja! Ittekimasu! Okay, interesting. So it looks like the 3-minute ad break worked. Did that work for people? Did you see ads? I'm curious, what were the ads? Did anyone watch the ads? What were they? I do want to continue the break a little bit longer because I think about a 6-minute break or 7-minute break is about right. So I've seen no ads. Oh, interesting. So maybe some people have ad block. So I think I will add one more. I'll run one more 3-minute ad for my ad experiments, and just so we get a decent break here in the middle of our stream here, and then Japanese Quest will be back. Interesting. So you have a bit more exercise, and then we will be back. So there were ads. Some people are saying Jack in the Box. Someone says, okay. So I'll run one more. Maybe when I come back, some people can tell me what they were, and because I'm just curious what kind of ads you might see in this underground maze. Chikame cute. All right, so I'm gonna run one more, and then I will come back after break. And yeah, maybe it's just for American viewers. Don't really know. Ad failed to run because recently run an ad. It's on cooldown. So 3 minutes, 42 seconds, 43 seconds left. Interesting. So there is, it seems like 5 minutes at least between them. Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't let me do the 1 minute one anyway. Okay. Just as curious about that. So it doesn't let me run another one. That experiment is run. So I'll take a few more minutes to take a break, and then I will be back. And just for the record, during this break, I'm going to do some push-ups, jumping jacks. Got to stay strong to have the energy for Japanese Quest. Because back in the day, we kind of got injured sitting too long. That's why breaks, very important for study. Tadaima. Japanese quest is back. Let's go. Let's heal ourselves too. You gotta take breaks, you gotta heal yourself in the game and in real life. So let's remember how we do that. Jumon. Ataiso, Sumu-san, gamer buddy. Konnichiwa. Good to see you, and I agree. Let's continue our journey. Sa, ikimashou. Ooh, I see a word. A word appeared. I'm so excited. I've never been so excited to see a word appear. Check it out. I forgot that we can level up without even me thinking about it now. So we see this word, kazasu. Let's look on let's look here too. Let's look on Jisho. Dan Sekurator, konnichiwa. So kazasu, kazasu. To hold up your hand. That's what they said in the game, to hold up your hand over the tree root, then we could see kind of the past. And I feel like usually you're not going to see this kanji. Let's just do kana. And let's add this to our power level, see if it works. So thank you, whoever added that. Anonymous Capybara, thank you for that. I have failed greatly though. I've got to press C on this. So kazasu, but let's make it the kana. And sweet, it's not green, which means it is a new word, so our power level has gone up. Yatta ze! Who wrote that there, by the way? Just curious. If it's just mysterious creature, that's fine too. And let's see here. Minna, konnichiwa, good to see everyone. Alright, so our power level has gone up. Look at the bottom right. Because this is historical. Our power level's gone up again. Is it historical each time? Sure, I don't know. Let's go back. I feel like every time we get to a multiple of 5, to me it feels like a big deal.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is now 2055. Sugoi desu ne. 2055. Does anyone know where we are going? Huh. Because I do not. But we will find it. Nani kore? Ooh, we need the little guy to ride on, don't we? Tekkoseki. I think that's like an iron stone. We are going towards adventure. That's exactly right. Ooh, the sparkly guy. That's what we need. We can ride that thing, I think. Although, that's if we survive. And we're low on healing mana. Oh, no. Abunai. Abunai, abunai. Okay, what do we need? So, special skills, Tokugi. Sleep Uraga. Oh, that one's quite good. Let's try that. And... not sure if we should take this guy out first. Let's just do that. Ooh, nice. Now we can take the other guys out maybe when he's sleeping. Need to ride the skeleton and avoid pitfalls. Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you for the tips. Whoa, why? Don't attack sleeping guy. Let him sleep. Now we attack. Ossifader! Long time no see. Hisashiburi desu ne. Good to see you again. Yosha. Ooh, check it out. Maybe we have some new words here, maybe not. Norimono is the key word. We may not have that word. We may. It means vehicle. Literally, a thing, a riding thing. So nori is to ride, mono is thing. So norimono ni noreru you ni natta. So now you're able to ride on this vehicle. Ooh, check it out. Norimono looks like it's a new word. Someone has added it. Awesome. いいですね。ありがとう. Power level has gone up. Let's try writing it. See, it's good to learn things in context. If you're going to learn the word for vehicle, you might as well ride on a skeleton vehicle. This is the natural way to learn Japanese. You learn the word for vehicle, you ride around on a weird skeleton creature. The way it's always been done. In context. Okay, so where are we going? 2 power levels in 5 minutes, unprecedented. Yeah, see this community leveling thing. The community can level up itself. Will open up a whole new gear for this Japanese quest, I think. I don't know why we took a 10-month break the first time we tried it. Let's see here. How do we get up here? There we go. Press the button. Makes sense. Okay, now that we have this vehicle, we are unstoppable. I hope you're all aware of that. Check it out. We even have 2 moves we can do. B for oriru, to get off, or ZR for dashu. We can do a dash. And one of these could possibly be a word. What do you think? Dashu is a thing you see in a lot of games. We could add dashu. If it's in the Jisho dictionary, I'd be up with adding that. Ooh, yeah, that could be a good one too, Mama Luigi. We did see that for like a hole. It's very good for this place. Otoshiana. Good idea. Like a pitfall. Oh no. This wizard dude. Why are they fighting us? I thought this guy's supposed to be like nice to us. I was just watching the anime of Dragon Quest. They made a remake of it and I saw the old one on Japanese TV. And this dude, this wizard dude, he's like your mentor. He's a nice guy. Why is he gonna fight us? I don't understand. Anyway, let's make him go to sleep. Ah, he's too strong with magic. Alright, so how are we doing? We're doing pretty well. Yosh! Kachimashita ne. Ooh, I see the Nightbot in chat. Chikara power is rising on Japanese Quest. The question still is, who will reach over 9,000 first? The YouTube channel or the Twitch? I do not know. YouTube is catching up to the Twitch in terms of party members. If I had to predict it, I really don't know who will reach 9,000 first. Okay, so where are we? We kind of need healing. So this word, have we learned this word? To chant or to do a spell in this case? This is the past tense. Hoimi o tonaeta. Tonaeru is the verb. Let's look at our power level list actually. So we can power up some more. Because we have some of these words and it looks like they're fair game because they didn't come up green. But we want to add the definition as well. If someone wants to do this in chat, the way you do it, if you just if you click the word and you press C with Rikai-kun, then it's copied, then you can just paste it. And it should work. So norimono, vehicle, dashu, let me copy that. Then we'll get the definition on there too. Dashu, dash, otoshiana, pitfall trap or a pit. There we go. And so this new word, we do have it. Thanks Unbox just for checking. Seems we do have that word. So let's go back to the game. And yeah, anyone, if you have the Rikai-kun Chrome add-on, you can add those definitions the same way I did. All you do is press C on the word, and then paste it. It will paste all 3 fields. At least that's the way it works with my Rikai-kun. I'm not an expert on it, but I think that's how it works. That's the way we have been doing it.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is now 2058. Let's make that power level go up. Thank you everyone who's been updating that. Yeah, coordination. We did see that in the game. Have we learned that yet? Mama Luigi, you could check that one. Because that's what you get when you power up. You can do that Renkei ability, that coordination ability. So that could be one we add. Yeah, good point. Kizu ga kaifuku shimashita. So we have our injuries have healed. So kizu is like injury, and kaifuku is to be healed. So it looks like we do have Renkei was green. So good to check though. It's really good we have that conditional formatting to turn it green now, so we can see if it's a new word or not. Okay, so where are we? Making progress. Sa. Ikimashou. Yeah, that helps so much when I discovered we could do that. For so long, we had to like just Google it and like check it every time, or do a find every time to see if we had the word. Which you still can do, and it can be helpful. So we learned the word dash. We got to try the dash ability now. Let's try it. Okay. Why is my dash not working? Oh, there's dash. Maybe you need like enough runway to do it. Ooh, I think they're scared of us now because they're too powerful. Interesting. Making progress. Mai ni susumu. Matta. Otoshiana. Another hole. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you add them, that's hugely helpful because then we can see we got the new words. I can add the definitions too. So yeah, don't even worry about that. That's awesome if anyone adds the words. Then that's awesome. We keep falling. Wasef in chat. Nande yanen. Anyone know what dialect that is? Nande yanen? And yeah, if you send the link, that would help send the link to the power leveling. It's in the lists on the Japanese Quest channel. The top list. It says community powering up. We can power up Japanese Quest there. So there must be a way here. Ooh, now we're going somewhere. So there's the link in the chat. You can see it. Anyone can edit and add new words there. Yeah, Don Sequitur said it. Osaka den. So it's like a Osaka dialect for Nande yanen. I would see it a lot in comedy shows because many comedy shows have Osaka or based in Osaka. So where are we now? This seems about right. Finally, it looks like we have a save over there. That would be nice. Hey. Please no hole. Okay. Yes, we must level up more. We're at...
へえ、こんなところに泉があるなんてな。
So I can't believe there's a fountain here. So the keyword here, Izumi, spring. And I think we learned this one playing Breath of the Wild because there's a lot of springs there too. So Izumi ga aru. So there's a spring here. And this kind of nante is kind of like, I can't believe there's like a spring or a fountain in this place. And Tokoro is place. So in a place like this, can't believe it. And for kind of just showing you're surprised, hey, that could be a word. If that's a word that we can find on like a gshow.org, even stuff like that we could add to our power level here. Hey, really? Because those little words you might not learn in Japanese class, but on Japanese Quest, we want to learn all of this stuff in context. So if you're surprised, that's what you say. Eh? Honto? And there you go, Commodore. Majide, really? Arewa? So that thing over there? Eh? Yay, we found her finally. After all these, it's been like a year. Okay, when people are messed up, this is the thing you tend to say. Shikari shite. Like I hope you get it together, feel better, or do your best. Yeah, how exactly do you translate that? To me, it's always been a thing that doesn't exactly translate into English. Let's go to our power level list and look. Let's look on Gshow here. So yeah, get it together. Don't die. that kind of feeling, right? And then yeah, we need to shikari. So yeah, this word we don't have yet, so let's see. We can add this. So it can mean like firmly, tightly, strongly, but it can also mean shikari shiro. Pull yourself together. Get a grip, get a hold of yourself. So that's the basic meaning there. So let's maybe, if we can learn both in a set, because these are kind of together. It can also Shikaimono, a person of firm character, you can see. A couple of helpful definitions. Let's see which ones we know, which ones we've learned so far, and which ones we have not. Let's go to our list. So shikari, let's put that there like someone did. Looks good, so that we have not learned yet. And let's do the other one too. As a command, shiro, do this thing. Shikari shiro, so pull yourself together, which is what we're saying to our sister here. There we go. Power level is now 2060. Our power level has gone up by 10 today. Not bad for a first time back. The community power leveling, or community powering up, really does seem to work, which is awesome. Okay, let's bring it back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is now 2060. すごい強くなったね. So, get it together. しっかりしてよ. Yeah, exactly. 2 for the price of 1. That's a good way to learn words.
こいつがお前の妹だって。
Senya, so this is your sister. And keep in mind, it's a bit different in Japanese because Imoto is younger sister, but in English it'd be kind of weird to be like, that's your younger sister? You'd never say younger, right? It's just strange, but it's built into Japanese. It's kind of fun thing of learning another language. There's different kind of shades of meaning built into what you normally would say.
どんな時もずっと一緒だって約束したじゃない。ねえ、返事してよ、セーニャ。
So, donna tokimo, so no matter what time. Zutto, always. Ishodatte, so you said you'd always be with me, always by my side. And you promised. Yakusoku is a promise. So, yakusoku shita janai. So you promised, didn't you? You'd always be by me, so you can't die is her implication. She's saying, ne. Henji shite yo, so please, say something. Reply. Henji means reply. And yeah, that's the mystery, right? Why is she tiny if she's the younger sister? There's some kind of mystery going on. Yatta!
すみません。私、人を探していて、疲れて泉のそばで休んでいたら、そのまま眠ってしまったようですわ。
Okay. So, the key kind of here is at the beginning and the end. Sumimasen. So sorry about that. And what happened? Nemutte shimatta. She fell asleep. And in the middle, we got details about what went down and why. And so she's looking for someone. Hito o sagashite ite. So I was looking for someone. Tsukarete. So I got tired. And then izumi no soba de. So by this izumi. Soba means next to it. So de, marking the place. Yasunde itara. So I took a rest here. And then I fell asleep.
お姉様、なんというおいたわしい姿に。
Nei-sama, why you look so... Yeah, why you look so angry?
あんた、私がわかるの？
What do you recognize me?
何年もお姉様の妹をしてますもの。ちょっとお姿が変わったくらいで間違えたりしませんわ。
So yeah, no matter how much you change your appearance, I will not mistake you. So nannen mo, so for many years I've been your sister. And then this is what's happening. Osugata ga kawatta kurai de. So even though your appearance might have changed, I'm not going to make a mistake. I will not mistake you.
紛らわしい倒れ方しないでよ。私、てっきりあんたが。
So don't fall in such a kind of confusing way. I really thought you were kind of, she's implying she thought she might have been dead.
なあ、お取り込み中のところ悪いが、セーニャってのはお前の妹なんだろ？一体どういうことだ？
Wait, so you are the younger sister? So what's going on here? So sorry to disturb you, but how can she be the younger sister? Just like we said in chat, what is going on here? Ah, I see someone wrote a word here. Let's look at it here. A couple words. Let's look at our power level up. Couple words here. Let's put them into Jisho. So, itawashi. Kind of heartrending, pitiful, sad. So this one, it's not a word you see too much. It's not linked for any of the JLPT levels, not even N1. So I think this one we might not add just yet. But the other word, though, I think we probably will see as being one of them. Let's check again. Thanks for adding it anyway, though. It's good to add all of them. We can look at it, but we might not add all of them right now. So this one you can see is an N1 word, common word. So this one's marked common. This one's marked N1. So this one we will add. So easily mixed up, confusing. So let's add this one here. So magidawashi, easily mixed up, good word. This word, not so common, so let's not add that one for now, but thanks for adding it again. Because it's good to look at all these words, but we're keeping it more to things that are on the common side for now still. But good to see it anyway. Itawashi, heartrending, pitiful, sad, pathetic. And someday we may add that too. So let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level says 2060. Scouter's wrong though. Power level has gone up. Let's make that go up to 2061. Nice. Okay, so どういうこと? So what in the world's going on? How are you, the younger sister?
実は私とこの子は双子なの。
So 実は very useful word here, just kind of the Nappa quote is fitting for this game because yeah, same artist. What's the artist name again? Like Akira Toriyama, right? Jitsuwa. So actually, very useful way to start a sentence. So actually, this is the situation. So actually, Atashi to kono ko wa. So this child, this person, futago. So this word futago, if we don't have the word for twins, futago, we can add that. Ooh, and someone added something else too. Great one. So, jitsuwa. Oh, nice. We don't have both of those. Awesome. So let's add both of those and let's see if we see both of them as a given word because both are very useful. So let's go back to the power up. Yep, Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball. It also does the art for Dragon Ball, so the same style. And let's power up. So let's see if we see these in the dictionary too. So some of them, again, might or might not be common, but we still might add them if they seem... So jitsuwa, so this is common, and 3-word. I was thinking that maybe with the wa it might not be, but yeah, let's add this. So as a matter of fact, to tell you the truth, or like actually, very useful, we will keep powering up. That is what we do here on Japanese Quest. We power up in Japanese as a community. All these words are for everyone. The first words we learned we can see at the bottom of the screen. And futago, nice one. So twins we can add as well. And yeah, it sounds similar to futari, right? So twins, futago. So yeah, you can do it with the same kanji, the kanji for two. So yeah, the same starting kanji you can use, futago. So let's level up here with the power of these twins that we're meeting here. Notice there's a different reading of it, but we're not going to do that one. We want futago. Futago. There we go. And now power level is what? 2063. Look at the bottom right. Power level is going up. And we haven't looked at the island of Japanese Quest for a while, so let's take a look at it for a second.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says our power level is going up. And as we go up, all of these words that we're learning, they are all being created in the world of Japanese Quest. You can see this here. Japanese Quest no Sekai. A shared world we can create together is a world built with language. So now we have these twins that are in this world too. Futago, twins. And this is a shared world. We have a kind of shared world inside all of our subconscious here on Japanese Quest. So let's power up. The goal is over 9,000. Sa, ikimashou. Let's go back to the game and let's power up. Gamer Buddy says we should add like Hara field to the world map. Yeah, not a bad idea, but we want to see it in game sometime if we want to add it. And maybe we have seen it in the game, I'm not sure, but part of it was just I couldn't fit so many words on there. So let's see. So this is kind of the keyword here. Mitame, appearance. So my appearance, I came to look like this, and there is a deep reason for why. So fukai is deep, and it's even extended, you can see, with a long fukai wake. So there's there's a deep, long kind of explanation for why. So wake is like kind of reason, fukai is deep. And do we see a new word here? Ooh, I'm so excited. So many new words today. This community power leveling, this community thing works so well. So yeah, fukai we've learned, not surprised. But mitame, appearance, we have not. So thanks for adding it. Yeah, when you said field, that made me think of Breath of the Wild or Zelda as well.
私をさらった魔物はね、ここをアジトにしてたくさんの人をさらっては魔力を吸い取って集めていたの。
So, atashi o saratta. So this verb we may not have, we may, I'm not sure. It's the verb sarau, sarau. It means to kidnap. So the monster that kidnapped me, they made Koko Ajito. So Ajito is another kind of keyword that we could maybe add to our power level. So hideout. So they made this place their hideout, and they have been kidnapping lots of people. Hito o saratte wa maryoku o suitote. Taking their magic. So maryoku, magic, this word we have learned, and they are sucking it up. So suitoru, to suck it up, and they've been gathering that magic, atsumeru, to gather it. So that's what's happening. So let's look at some of these words. So ajito, we have not learned. Maryoku, we have learned. What about that word sarao? Did you try that one? I didn't see if you wrote it there. Suitoru, to suck. Yeah, that could maybe work. And let me scroll down. Looking good, looking good. Sarao. Cool, let's look at some of these words in a bit more detail so we can level up. And let's see if we can add some of them to our power level. So we have mitame, appearance, that looks great. Ajito, let's add that one. And let's see the form that seems most common too. For hideout, this is one we see a lot in video games. So katakana looks good. It is common. So let's add that. It can be like a safe house, hideout, ajito. Good word for gaming, that's for sure. Alright, so appearance we have suitoru, to suck up. This one might not be common, but let's take a look at it. To suck up, to absorb, to squeeze. So we probably have su, which can mean to breathe. We probably have toru, which means to take. This is combining those two verbs, suitoru. I say we add it, just to kind of get more repetition with that, and it does seem like a useful word in this scene. And then let's add this other one. Sarau. 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 And to carry off, to kidnap. So this is the one we want. This kanji you don't really see too much, so let's go with just the kana maybe. Like it was in the game. They just used the kana. Let's use the kana just like in the game. Yeah, sometimes the kanji, just like in the game, they don't use them. So let's not use them here. Let's learn it the way we see it. Usually that's the way you see it, in my experience. So just add that there. There we go. So you've powered up, and then one more we need the definition for. I can add that later. But let's make the power level go up to 2067. Look at the bottom right. Power level is rising. Mata, tsuyoku narimashita ne.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
We're getting strong, Nappa. You better get worried.
魔力を吸い尽くされないようにこらえていたら、どんどん年齢の方も吸い取られたみたい。それで今はこんな格好ってわけ。
Okay, so to have my magic not taken, it seems that I had my my years taken away, so I lost some of my age. So she was able to keep her magic, but not her age. And now she looks like this. Ima wa konna kakko. So kakko is this look. So now this is the look that I have.
えて私はれっきとした年頃のお姉さんなの。これからは子供扱いしないでよね。
So you can hear kind of her voice, what she's talking about. This is what she doesn't want. Kodomo atsukai, treating me like a child. So kodomo is child, atsukao is to handle someone or treat something. So put those together, that should be one word that we probably could add even. So to treat someone like a child, and you see this a lot. Kodomo atsukai shinaide. So please don't treat me like a child. So even though I look like this, I am a properly grown-up woman.
それは分かったけどさ、お前体がそんな状態じゃこの先やっていけないんじゃないか?
So I understand, but with this body, this situation, are you really okay to keep going? Yeah, Commodore, we might have to once we get up to power 8,000. 8,000 以上! Yeah, we'll have to start thinking about adding new stuff at that point. That'll be a while though.
そうよ。だからあんたたちにはあの魔物から魔力を取り戻すまで付き合ってもらうわ。
Okay, so until I get some of my magic back, I will come along with you. So what she's trying to do is to get her magic back. Marioku o torimorosu. Torimorosu, to take back. And until that time, so mare, until, tsukiyao, I will come along with you. Tsukiyao can also mean to like date someone, but in this case it just means to go along with you. She's not going to date the main character. Ah! Kanagi, konnichiwa. Hope you are well too. Good to see you. Long time no see. We are powering up. This time all of us together are powering up. Let me show you the way we do it. So the top left, you can see new words here. You can write, everyone can write new words there. Ooh, someone did write new words there too. We have kodomo atsukai, treating like a child. We have jotai, situation. Oh, nice, we didn't have that. Torimorosu, to take back, and tsukiyao, ooh, to date. We didn't even have that. Wow, so many words. Great discoveries. Whoever's writing those words in, arigato. We've powered up to 2071. Let's make that power level go up again. Look at the bottom right. Those are all words we talked about, so they're fair game to level up. We're not just using random words, but words from the game that we are learning. Yeah. Can't get your head around that construction. Yeah, a lot of these grammar things, they do seem kind of strange, but the more you kind of expose yourself to Japanese, you kind of just get used to it. You kind of just get used to it after a while. Because, yeah, a lot of times it's not the way grammar would work at all in English, so you kind of just get used to it. So she's saying, "Tsukiyatte marau," so I will kind of receive coming along with you. But really what it means is I'll be coming along with you until I get my magic back.
私からもお願いいたします。回復呪文で皆様のお手伝いをしますわ。さあ、行きましょう。
So I'll come along with you too. Ooh, nice. So she has a helpful power, very helpful power. Kaifuku Jumon, specifically. Kaifuku Jumon de minasama no otetsudai o shimasu wa. So I will help you with my healing magic. Very much so, you are welcome to do that. Sa, ikimashou. Something I like to say a lot. Well, let's go. Yeah, good to see you. We've been on a break for a while too. We haven't been streaming for 10 months. So, good to see you. And yeah, ooh, good link if you want to see more about the verbs of receiving. Check it out. The Learn Japanese subreddit has a lot of good answers on stuff like that sometimes. So does Stack Exchange. If you Google things, you can find sometimes. Okay, so where were we? We have this fountain. Ooh, and let's check it out. We can heal here. Yatta. Akira tachi no HP to MP ga zenkai shita. So full heal. Nice. Doko kara tomonaku koi ga kikoru. So from nowhere in particular, we hear a voice. Okay, what is this voice saying? It's saying we can save. So we have a few options. We did one yesterday during my test stream to cure us from poison. Doku is poison, so Doku no Chirio. You can heal from poison for 5 gold. We found that out yesterday. That stream, by the way, I will delete. It's still there now, but I'll delete that because it was just a test. And now we can do Oinori o suru. We can pray, which means save in this game. Inori is prayer. And that's all the same each time, so we're not going to read all of that, but let's save. I think we've leveled up too. Height. The thing you want to be careful of, anytime in a game, a Japanese game, you see this, uagaki, it means overwrite. So if you see that ever, this word we can actually add to our power level if we haven't yet. Overwrite, be careful, because you're overwriting something. And what are you overwriting? Marked with a ni particle. Kiroku ni uagaki. So we're overwriting our current save, our current record, Kiroku's record. Is that okay? Yoroshi desu ka? Hai, we can say hai. Yeah, Unbox, that would be nice. Mara boken o osuzuki ni narimasu ka? Would you like to continue your boken? And we can say hai. Waffle Scone, Yokoso, Japanese Custaway. So we have a new party member. I'm thinking this party member, for right now, can join us also on this this creature here. So we have Waffle Scone on here, maybe providing us with waffle scones. Just an idea. If you don't have waffle scones, that's fine. This is just my dreams running wild of the full potential of Japanese Quest. So welcome, Yokoso, Japanese Custaway. Yeah, test screens, I think test streams can be kind of fun because you know they're transient. They feel kind of like special in a way, like a pocket in time. Okay, so where are we now? Looks like we're almost to the end. I'm thinking the boss might be there. Ooh, but what do we have here? We have another root of the world tree. Should we eat it? Should we touch it? Taberu ka? Ooh, it looks like it's got like a ball of water in it, maybe too? Kirei ne. Should we smoke it? Should you smoke the leaves of the world tree? I think maybe you shouldn't. That might be too dangerous. You might become some kind of a forest creature. Maybe you want that, maybe you don't. I don't know. It's up to you. So, teo kazashimasu ka. So this word we learned today. So to raise your hand, you can say kazasu is the verb. Teo kazashimasu ka, and we will say hai. Yeah, good word in chat. Suyu is a dew. So that could be dew of the world tree. Kami has summoned a dragon. Suge. Arigato.
おっといけねえ。ここを通るには合言葉が必要だったな。
Okay, very helpful words here. Hitsuyo means necessary. We have learned that word probably already. So anytime you see that, you know something is necessary. So what is necessary? Marked with ga. Aikotoba, a code word. Aikotoba ga hitsuyo datta. So we need some kind of password to get through here. So is that the password? Something about the heart of darkness, heart of shadows. I guess that works. Is this a joke on? Yeah, if that's a joke, I'm not familiar with a joke, but if you could give us the context, that may well be. So let's see where we are again. So I'm thinking we might want to like make sure we're powered up if we're gonna have a boss battle. So let's go to Tsuyosa. Now, how do you level up in this game? I'm forgetting. Nakama? No.
さてと
You can talk to your Nakama here, but that's not what I need. So yep, they're the same age, so normally they're the same height, but now they are different. Didn't try to go to that screen, so let's try again. How do we level up in this game? That is the question. Was it Sakusen? Yeah, skill panel, I believe. Skiru Paneru. And I think we have some skill points. Let's maybe use them. And I'm not sure what we can get, but let's check. So we have used our points mostly on one-handed sword, Katate Ken Skiru. Let's take a look. Ah, so these all are out of our point range. What about these ones? Bureido Gado. So that's like a double-handed sword. We probably don't need that, I'm thinking. So this will help us get in the zone more. That means when you're powering up. That could be good, potentially. But we can't afford that either. So it seems like we still can't do that. Ooh, I see in chat. Your name is kind of dark, so I can't see it, but is that Kanagi? I'm doing my second year in Japanese at university. Nice! Will be useful to watch Japanese Quest. Ah, good luck on your oral presentation. Gambare. Gambare. I took 2 years of university Japanese as well. Yeah, we got a bunch of new words. Doko kara tomonaku koi ga kikoru. So we hear a voice from nowhere in particular. Koko tori aikotoba o ie. So say the password. Okay, aikotoba o iimasu ka? Hai. So aikotoba's password, let's say it. So Akira wa taiju no michibiki no naka de kita aikotoba o itta. So we say the password that we heard from the great tree, the world tree. So taiju no michibiki, so the guidance of the world tree. And that's what we heard there. So kita, we heard that there. And then this password, aikotoba o itta. So we will say that password, or we did say it. Gusuri, yeah, it depends. There are some parts that are trickier in Japanese, but in general, it's definitely on the easier side. Plus, they have furigana, which helps a lot. Tobiri no kagi ga hiraita yoda. So it seems like it opened. Nani yara tobira no mukou kara. So from the other side of the door, koe ga kikoeru. We hear a voice. Akira wa soto tobira o aketa. So we slowly open the door. No, I've not played older games in Japanese, older Dragon Quest games, but I want to, and I'd like to someday on this stream too, at least some of them. The kitty's name is Griffin Sensei. Namaste, konnichiwa.
俺があれだけ注意したのに獲物に逃げられやがって。ごめんなさいじゃ済まねえんだよ。
Okay, so I told you to be careful. How did you let them, like our prey, get away? Like, apologizing, saying "gomenasai"? That's not enough.
あのベロニカという女はただものじゃねえ。桁外れの力と極上の素質を秘めた何年に一度現れるかわからない逸材だった。
Okay, so Veronica, who's in our party, she is not a normal person. Tadamono jane. So tadamono means like a normal person, and she is not a normal person. She has incredible power, incredible abilities that she's kind of got inside of her. And nannen ni, so in many years, ichido arawareru ka wakaranai. So you don't know if in many years you'd even see that kind of power. And then Itsuzai, she's this amazing specimen, basically.
あの女の魔力を全部お納めすれば、いずれ現れる魔王様の右腕になれただろうに、それをお前らは。
So he's really mad here because if he got all of her power, he's saying, then I could be like the right hand of the great Mao, the great Black Wizard King, or whatever they call it in this game. Mao often has different translations, but it kind of, if you look at it, Ma is like magic or like black magic, and then O is king. So the Dark Lord is often how it's translated. And I could have been his Migiude, his right arm, his right-hand man, if only we had taken all our power, but you failed to do it.
魔王だって。
Mao date? What, the Dark Lord?
間違いないわ。
Yeah, Demon King, that's a good
あの
one.
魔物たち。ホムラの里で蒸し風呂に入っていた私をここまでさらってきた奴らよ。
So yeah, those are the ones that kidnapped me. Again, we see that word that we learned. Sarao, to kidnap, saratekita. So they are the ones that kidnapped me. And Yatsu is like the ones or the guys who, they are definitely the ones that took me. When I was in that, the onsen before. And she's saying, Machigai nai. There's no mistaking it.
あの竜のそばに大きな壺があるでしょ。私の奪われた魔力はあそこにみっちり閉じ込められているはずだわ。
Okay, so the magic they took from me, you see that jug, right? It is in there. Okina tsubo. Tsubo. We see the tsubo here. And inside that tsubo is my magical power. Let's get it back.
なるほど。あの壺の中にお前の魔力が。さてどうしたもんかな。
Ah, so your magic is in that jug. え?
お姉様。
Sister. Ah, 危ない。
なんだおめえらはこのデンダ様のアジトに勝手に入り込みやがってん。
So what are you doing selfishly coming into my hideout here? Another keyword that we learned before, Ajito, hideout, so we're in his hideout, and then katteni, to kind of just selfishly barge in is what he's saying. Katteni kind of means like selfishly or just without asking.
ははなるほど。おめえらは俺が取り逃がした獲物をわざわざ届けに来てくれたってわけか。
Ooh, so you brought back my prey. So he's happy we brought her back here.
家宝はブチギレて待てとはこのことよ。さあ、野郎ども、仕事の時間だ。こいつらの魔力全部吸い尽くしてやるぞ。
Okay, Shigoto no Jikan. It's time to do our job. Zenbu Suitsukuzu. Let's take all of her magic.
こうなったらやるしかねえ。油断するなよ。
So when it comes to this, there's nothing to do but fight Yaru Shikanai. And then don't let your guard down. Yudan is to kind of let your guard down. He's saying Yudan Suduna. So don't let your guard down. And then this Shika, useful grammatical particle here, Yaru Shikanai. So we can do nothing but fight this guy. Yaru can mean to do, can also mean fight. Defeat him in this situation. So, Yaru Shikanai, let's do it. And we may not beat this guy, just fair warning. へえ。
さてと
Let's see. So we can do Lenke, which is... What's the word for Lenke again in chat? We talked about it. I just can't think of the English for it. I know what it means. But basically, like, you can work, you can fight together. Yeah, coordination. Let's try that. Wait, did that do nothing? No, I think it does, like, damage later on, maybe. Alright, so let's do some more damage here. Let's try to attack all those guys at once. That sounds pretty good. Yosh. Ah! Abune! Abune, abune. So I think she's attacking because she still doesn't have her magic, so that's what's going on. Alright, so let's try his special attack. Sleepudega. Let's try to sleep some of these guys. If we could sleep the main boss, that might be good. Ah, she pushed up. Yosh. Daijoubu kana? I think we have a chance at this battle. Seems like we're going alright. Because we have a healer now, for one thing. And that spell he did with that extra damage for this round seems pretty good. Ooh, we successfully slapped him, nice. Yattaze. Kaien-giri. Flame Cutter. Pretty good. Kekko tsuyoi. Let's heal our friend here. Yosha.
大丈夫ですか
大丈夫ですよ. Metreon! Yeah, good to see you. Long time no see. Hisashiburi. It has been fun being back today. And I would like to stream again tomorrow at the same time if that works for people. Japanese Quest will continue. I thought maybe streaming again the next day rather than 10 months later might be better this time. Let's try our Sleep Dagger. We've leveled up a lot already today. The new words you see down there. Ooh, I gotta scroll it down too. Let's see if I can scroll it down without dying here. Wow, a lot of words have been added. We can check those. We might not add all of them, but we can add a lot of them. Because I bet they're all words we've seen in game. Awesome job on that, by the way. On adding those words. Yeah, not burning out is definitely big, so we won't... We will take care to take rest. We'll take care to not burn out. Rest, exercise, variety, all of that, very important. But the main thing, you see this kitty on my lap? Griffin Sensei? Griffin Sensei, a lot of you probably know, some of you probably don't know, has actually passed away. So that video is not live. Griffin Sensei is no longer with you. There are 2 new kitties who have succeeded Griffin Kitty that you may see sometime. But Griffin Kitty, he is still part of Japanese Quest. You can see him, he's still in the game. You can see that the loop just started again. Griffin Sensei is here. It's about a 25-minute loop. So Griffin Sensei is here, and he told me, when I kind of considered, should we start Japanese Quest again, Griffin Kitty, in a way, was a voice in the back of my mind. He said, I want to keep seeing new games. I want to continue the journey because I'm still in the game. I might not be in the real world, but I'm still in the game. I want to meet new people in the chat. I want to see new people on our journey, new nakama. And then nakama to issho ni tabi shitai na. Ironna game o tabi shitai na. Sonna kanji. I kind of had the feeling that he wants to keep the journey going, seeing different games, seeing different landscapes in games, meeting new people, and just having fun, leveling up together in Japanese. So that is the goal in Japanese Quest. We must keep going for all of us to learn Japanese, but also for Griffin Kitty. He wants to keep going on the journey because he is still alive in the game. It's at least the feeling that I have.
魔王様の右腕になるという俺様の野望もここでついえるのか。
So my ambition, it ends here. So yabo, ambition, is kind of the key word here. Could add that to our power level. We don't have it. So my ambition, what was it? It was to become the right-hand man of the Dark Lord. Migi ure ni naru. Mao-sama no right-hand man. So good words there.
おい、その魔王ってのはなんだ？さっきもそんなこと言ってやがったな。
So what is that Dark Lord you're talking about? You said that before too, didn't you?
いずれ魔王様にやられちまうおめえらに何を教えたって無駄さ。命あっての得だねとはこのことよ。
So yeah, no matter what I tell you won't matter because eventually you will be defeated by the Dark Lord. That's the key here. Mao, Dark Lord. Mao-sama ni yararechau, shimao. You will be defeated by him. So yeah, no matter what I tell you, it doesn't matter. Murasa. Yeah, that's one you don't hear that much, Iligmar.
いずれ現れる魔王か。
So I wouldn't worry about it too much. If it's something that is pretty rare that you don't really see it too much, we don't focus on it so much in chat. Sometimes we're kind of focusing on the things that you'll commonly see in games. So some of the things we might not talk about as much if they're more rare. And yeah, some of those things I might not know either. And sometimes we'll talk about them and sometimes we won't. But a lot of times moving forward and focusing on what you do know and what's more low-hanging fruit for everyone to learn is more we focus on sometimes here. So we might sometimes see that Dark Lord he's saying.
私の魔力はその壺の中に閉じ込められているみたいね。
So my magic is inside that jug. It looks like. Let's take a look. Hopefully we find the magic. We get a wizard now.
これで魔力が戻るといいんだけど。
So it'd be good now if my magic came back. Let's see. Oh no, you have not changed back. Does that mean your magic has not come back? And yeah, namaste. That's what we're here for. The hope is to help give people a path, to show them the path, and both to kind of give them a path to play games themselves, to watch anime, to read manga in Japanese, and in general just to feel comfortable with Japanese media, to feel comfortable making the switch to Japanese on your game or your whatever media you're using. That's the goal. Let's do it together. Sa! Ikimashou. She's got her magic!
ご心配なく。この通りすっかり元通りよ。
やった！
魔力が頭のてっぺんからつま先までギンギンに満ちているのがわかるわ。
So her magic is back. Motodori, back to normal. So moto is the origin. Motodori is back to normal. From the top of her head to the bottom of her toes, Atama no teppen, the top of her head, cut off from there to her tsumasaki, to her toes. Gingin ni michiru. So full with magic. Looking good. We now have a wizard. Yatta!
ですがお姉様、そのお姿は。
But Nei-san, that sugata, the way you look.
年齢までは元に戻らなかったみたいね。
So it looks like my years have not gone back. My age has stayed the same.
せっかく若返ったんだし、まあいいわよね。
But I guess I've gotten younger. I guess it's okay. So wakagaeru is to get younger. So I guess it's okay. And sekkaku kind of means like I went through the effort of doing it. So I guess I'm younger, maybe it's okay. Ma, ii wa yo ne.
まあ、お姉様らしいですわね。なんだかそのお姿のお姉様も愛おしく思えてきましたわ。
So one-sama rashi. So that is very like you. Rashi is so like something. And sono osagata one-sama mo itoshiku omoete kimashita. So yeah, you look very kind of cute that way. It fits you.
ところで、ねえお姉様、あちらの方のこと気づいてまして？
By the way, did you notice the people that we're with?
ええ、もちろんよせいにゃ。あんたも気がついたみたいね。さすが私の妹だわ。
So, mochiron, of course. Looks like you noticed as well. As expected, sasuga of my younger sister.
命の大樹に選ばれし勇者よ。
すごい。
こうしてあなたとお会いできる日をお待ちしておりました。
That was kind of creepy and awesome. So yeah, we've been waiting for this day. You who's been chosen by the world tree. And who are we? We are the Yusha. We are the hero. This word we learned definitely back in Breath of the Wild, Zelda, because Link is the hero, we are the hero too. Yusha, hero, and we have been waiting for you. Oai dekiru hi o, the day we could meet, omachi shite orimashita. So they're saying it in a very respectful way with keigo here. You see the extra o and the orimashita, making it extra polite. We've been waiting for you.
私たちは勇者を守る宿命を負って生まれた聖地ラムダの一族。これからは命に変えてもあなたをお守りいたします。
すげえ. So we have some seriously dedicated party members here. And how do we know that? Because they said, inochi, that means life. Inochi ni kaetemo. So even if it means trading it for our lives, we will protect you. Momori, to protect, and again making it polite. Omomori itashimasu. We will protect you no matter what. That is our fate. Our fate is to protect the Yusha, to protect the hero. Yusha o mamoru. Shukume means fate. That is their fate. Shukume. That could be a good one to add if we don't have it. I think we do have that word though. I could be wrong. But I feel like we've talked about fate before. It tends to come up in games. Sweet. Not only do we have 2 new party members, they are very seriously dedicated party members that can also speak in unison.
あなたは災いを呼ぶ悪魔の子などではありません。
So you are not the demon child like other people are trying to tell us. Good. That's
里
good
の
to
者
know.
から聞かされていました。私たち姉妹が探し求める勇者は瞳の奥に温かな光を宿していると。
So we were told that the hero has a warm light in their eyes. Hitomi means like the eyes. So oku, inside. So inside your eyes, atatakana hikari, a warm light is there. So we heard from the people in our village. This hero, this Yusha that we've been searching for, we see the light in your eyes. Ooh, some nice words have been added. Awesome, and we'll look at that in a second here.
を見た時から全部わかっていたけどね。
Then why were you so mad and you didn't act like it? So she was so kind of mean to us at first, but she said, I knew from the beginning. 最初から. So 最初 is the beginning, and from then I knew.
勇者を守る聖地ラムダの一族か。俺の読み通り、どうやらお前は本当に世界を救う勇者だったみたいだね。
Ha! So he's saying it seems like I was right. You are truly the hero that will save the world. Let's break down how do you save the world in Japanese? Rather, how do you say it? 世界を救う to save the world. And then connect a noun to it. The hero who saves the world. So it seems like you truly are 本当に世界を救う勇者だった. So it seems like you truly are the hero who will save the world.
あんたにはまだ話したいことがいっぱいあるんだけど、その前にもうちょっとだけ私に付き合って。
Okay, so we have a lot of things I want to talk to you about. いっぱいある. Lots and lots. But first, let's hang out a bit.
もう一人助けてあげたい人がいるの。ここからしか入れない部屋があるはずだから、一緒に探してちょうだい。
So there's one more person I want to save. There should be some room that we can only enter from here. So let's look for it together. 一緒に探しましょう. Inochi no Taiju ni Erabaru Yusha. So now we have this title unlocked, the chosen one, the chosen hero from the tree. And nice. Pretty much just says the things we just saw. We have a new title. Sweet, let's see if we can save again. Back in that room with the fountain. Since we did beat that boss, which I was worried about, but we somehow did it. We've got our vehicle back there too. Remember, we learned the word for vehicle today. Anyone remember the word for vehicle? I'm sure some people know it. Got a lot of people at a lot of different levels in chat, which is awesome. So we healed again, and we hear a voice. Oinori o suru. Let's pray and let's save. Cammy, you got it. Norimono. A vehicle. The riding thing. Okay, so we saved, and let's, we have not powered up our power level for a while, so let's do that. Let's maybe look at the fountain and do that. So let's go to our power level up screen, because I see a lot of new words there. And let's see if all of them are fair game to level up with. So there's none that are green. Wow, that's a lot of new words. And so, soto. Looks like someone did put in the definition for that. So, soto, quietly or stealthily. Good. So we have aikotoba, which means like a password or code word. We have osameru, which can mean to like gain something, like he was saying to like gain her powers. Migi-ude, right hand, or like a right hand man, he was using it. So michiri kind of means to fully, well, let's just look that one up because I'm not fully sure how to translate it. Often you see it in context. Sometimes out of context can be tricky. So michiri, intensely, severely, strictly, hard, earnestly. This one is not marked as common, but you know what? I think this is, you do see it enough. Let's add that. So let's add that one. Whoops, I failed there. Let's do undo. So tojikomu, to be shut up somewhere. Emono, pray. Waza waza is on purpose. Kaho. Yeah, this is one you don't see so much, so let's check if we want to see if it's common enough. So yeah. Good fortune. He was kind of talking about his good fortune that the villain before was. Like, it's our good fortune just to be alive still. It's not marked as a common word. Let's not learn this one for now. Let's take more to common words, but that's a good one to add still. So thanks for adding it, but let's keep that one not as a new one for now. So yaro is definitely one you see a lot. Let's look that one up. One you hear in anime a lot. So yaro, like It's very kind of a slang guy, fellow chap, or it can be a lot more negative, as you can see, bastard, etc. So yeah, let's add that one. So Yudon, also a good one. And yeah, let's maybe look up more of these. I'm not sure if I want to look at all of them just because at the time. We can add these later though. So Yabo, ambition, Michiru, to be filled up, Nenrei, year, Shukume, fate. So Shukume is kind of a fate, almost like a fate from another life. So it's like a very locked in kind of fate. Wazawai, disaster, Hitomi. Let's look that one up, that final one. Wow, so many words added today. Very nice. So yeah, it can mean eye or pupil. N2 word, common word. Let's add that. Yeah, not a word you see that much, Boss F, so thanks for writing that in chat. And here we go, Hitomi. I kind of thought we might have had that word, because I know we did talk about that word back in Breath of the Wild. But I think we did not add it at that time. So yeah, so close to 299 or to 2090. Let's make that power level go up. I will fix the words here if anyone else wants to do it. And then I'll update the official power level list too, that one only I can edit it in case it gets messed up. We can have a backup copy. Power level now going up. Look at the bottom right. Going up a lot. From 71 all the way up to 2088. 2088. すごいですね。強くなりました。
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scatter says power level is now 2088. And I think we will end the stream here. Next time we'll make it maybe up to 2100. So let's look at our power level. 2088. We've gone up almost 40 today. Sugoi. Power level is rising because today we started at 2050. We went up all the way to 2088. So we will end the stream here. Apologize for my bad handwriting. And I will say, Ja, matane. What do you think? Tomorrow, same time? Does that sound good for a time for people? Ja. Matane, I will see you next time. I can see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. We will continue to level up in Japanese. This is a place for Japanese learners. A place for Japanese learners. A place where we can level up together as a community in the game. Ja. Matane, see you next time. Tomorrow we will try the same time again. Hopefully it won't be again 10 months this time. We'll see. But the plan is same time tomorrow. 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Central Time. Ja! Matane. See you next time. And let's see if we might... Who should we raid today? Let's try raiding someone today, shall we? Let's see. We have 68 viewers. That's a good raid for someone. Let's see. Who shall we raid? Anyone else who wants to follow, you can follow. And we can raid someone. If you want to become a party member, you can follow us on this journey as well. Ooh, we got a subscriber as well. A dragon has been summoned. We're now up to 10 dragons. Sugoi. Anyone else who has Amazon Prime, you can summon a dragon for free if you want to subscribe. We will be back tomorrow, or at least that's the plan. And let's see, who will we host today? Let's do raid channel, and I see different people streaming. Who shall we host? It's kind of hard to see who's streaming on this dashboard. Anyone have a suggestion? Let me check. So the people streaming. Let's see. Let's host a new person. Juna Noda. Let's see if I can find them. Juna Noda. Raid channel. Japanese streamer, but they seemed cool. I just found them like yesterday or a couple days ago. Juna Noda. They are doing coffee talk. They seem to have a really good speaking voice in Japanese. A Japanese streamer. And let's say, konnichiwa. Let's say hello to them. And see how they are doing. We can get some Japanese. The key to learning Japanese is getting input, comprehensible input. Their voice seemed very comprehensible for getting that comprehensible input. So let's host Junota. Hosting from now, ja matane. See you next time. And next time, yeah, we can host someone next time. So thanks for the suggestions there. See you next time. Ja matane. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Japanese Quest will continue. Ja matane.